Hey friends, it's Tasty and I'm here to review the Loop earplugs. I have all three pairs because I'm a little bit obsessed with them. So I have the Quiet Twos, the Experience Twos, and the Engage Twos. Quiet Twos are the best for deep focus. I use them for sleeping, I use them to block out reading, I use them for school just when I need a little bit of extra space. They're great on airplanes to like muffle out the noise and I can just kind of zone in, read my book, or I can just sleep. I recently wore them for 10 hours straight on a flight from Toronto to Sao Paulo and slept the entire time. The only time I woke up was when the guy behind me, his alarm under his seat started going off. So that kind of gives you an idea of what I use them for. They're really cute. They come in a little case, like they have their own little spots. So if I open this on the plane, they're not going to go flying. They just cute little silicone tips, closed tips. Throw them in your ears, give them a twist. They're really discreet. They are really comfortable. Like I said, I wear them for 10 hours straight, no problem. I wear them napping, sleeping. I use them when we were renovating our apartment to block out like the noise from the saw and from like smashing tile and things like that. So they were really great and I felt like I looked cuter than everyone else in their foam earplugs that week. So next I have the Experience Twos, which are for live events, concerts, things like that. They are 17 decibels of noise reduction, so a little bit more. I wore them last week to watch Disney on Ice when we were out watching the show, and it was really cool because I could still hear everything. I could hear the host, I could hear the track, I could hear the sound person talking to me right next to me. So it's enough to block out the noise that it saves your hearing, but it's not gonna like take away from the concert, it's not gonna take away from the show. Like I said, they come in a little bit funkier colors for festivals, for things like that. I know they have a Tomorrowland collab right now that looks really, really cool. But like I said, I wear these for the ice show. I've worn them. I wear them in the makeup room sometimes with like the speakers are really loud and there's like 25 girls trying to talk and everyone's like having a good time and you just need like a second to kind of like engage in yourself and just kind of take a moment to yourself. I found these were really helpful in the makeup room. But yeah, just like cutting down the noise. They're not necessarily like blocking it out, but it was enough that like when the line captain was trying to talk to me or when like my friends were trying to talk, I could hear and I could still hear the track, but I wasn't with all the volume and the overlapping echoes and things like that. Lastly, we have the Engage Twos. These were the first pair that I bought because I have a really hard time with external noise. Like right now we're in a hotel lobby and I'm struggling to talk to you because there's just so much going on, so many voices, there's so many sounds, there's echoes and things like that. So I bought these initially because Jacob and I spend a lot of time in coffee shops working on tour, and I found that when he was talking to me, if there's something else, I'm so easily distracted just by external noise, and I found that a lot of my stress and anxiety being in public places was from all the extra noises. So I got the Engage. They're 16 decibels of noise reduction. They're really good for conversations and they're highlighting the conversation. Since I've been wearing them, I've noticed in coffee shops like that extra noise I don't hear, but I can clearly speak to Jacob across the table. I can clearly speak to the person next to me. So these were like a really big asset, which kind of led me to the other ones. But I still have that focus of like external noise being reduced, but I can still talk. So the difference between these compared to the other ones is like the least amount of noise reduction, but it's more of a highlight than a reduce. The way I explained it to one of my girlfriends was the Quiet Twos, sleeping, deep focus, homework, leave me alone. Experience, I still want to experience the club, I still want to experience the bar, the show, the event without my ears ringing. And the Engage is, I'm in a public space, there's too many noises, but I really want to have a nice conversation with you, but I don't want to be sitting in a dark room with just the two of us. So of all of these, I don't have a favorite. I am a part of their... Of all three of them, I don't necessarily have a favorite. I think they all have a specific use, a specific thing. If you go on the Loop website, which I've linked below, it has a little mini quiz where you can decide what you want, like the situations you want them for, and they'll give you the best situation and the best line for you. I'm part of the Loop Legends Ambassador program, so that means that the link below will send you to the quiz, but it will also send you to 10% off. Any questions, let me know. If you have them and you love them, drop me a comment below, give me a follow, whatever you feel is right. But I am a huge fan of Loops, and I believe that my collection is just going to keep growing because the colors that they just came out with and their kinetic line are amazing, and I feel like it's just going to keep happening. So I hope you love them as much as I do, and I hope that they bring you as much peace and, you know, just like that little bit happy that I was missing with all the noise in my life. So talk to you later.